Video about units. Here we have the staging file geodatabase, and we just finished editing, and I'm going to edit to a new map. It's going to ask me for the type of layers. This could also be when you add in Parcel Fabric from your published feature service. So here the map opens, and I'm going to add my editing layers to the map. It's going to automatically add the Parcel Fabric and all the parcel types to your map and zoom to your Parcel Fabric. So here it is. So the map automatically assumes the special reference of the edit data. That's always what happens in Pro. And there's a few places you want to go and change. So let's start with the project units. You go to project options, and here you have the units tab. What we want to make sure is that we're using the right units. So this map is not using foot, but US foot. So I'm going to change this unit to foot US. Angular units, it's on degrees, decimal degrees. Maybe we prefer to see it in degrees, minutes, seconds. Area units, it's right now in square feet. Let's change it to US square feet or to whatever area unit makes sense for you. Location units, do you want to see it in decimal degrees or do you want to see it in US national degree and others? Change it to whatever makes sense for your jurisdiction. Direction units, it's in quadrant bearing. Maybe some of you would like to change it to north azimuth or south azimuth. So this is the first place we are going to change the units, and now it applies to all of the project. The second place is here for the map units. You can click on this drop down and make sure that you see the units in the special reference that you're using. Maybe it's a state plane coordinate system. So just make sure this matches the right units. The third one is on the labeling. So if we have cargo dimensions on those lines, we'd like to see them in the right units as well. In here I don't have any cargo units, so let's just inverse a few just to make sure you can see the labels. And I'm going to update both directions and distances for those selected, and here we can see those. So if we want to, we can go to the label expression by choosing the line parcel layer, go to the labeling tab, and in here you can go into the expression, and the expression has a configurable area with settings. So do you want to see distances true, see directions true, but it also lets you add additional information. So if you wanted to see it in north azimuth, for example, so direction type you can see here, quadrant bearing or north azimuth. So I would change south azimuth. So change this number to whatever you want to see it in. There's cargo type here, cargo type entered. Let's see if there's anything else that has to do with units here. Abbreviation, distant unit rounding, so it kind of relates to units. There you can change the color and so on. So those are some places where you can also configure your units. And the last place is on the information model itself. So there's a field on the parcel called stated area unit. And by default, if I choose a parcel here, let's just do that and open the attribute table. Let's select the parcel. You will see the stated area unit here, and the drop-down is quite long. So you probably want to delete all the values that make no sense for your jurisdiction. This is the entire list that's also available in ArcObjects. So to do so, you would go and modify your domain. That's on the workspace level on the geodatabase, and you can click Domains. So right-click, Domains or Manage. There's two ways to get there. And here we will find the stated Parcel Fabric Area Unit domain. And as you can see here, there's many of those. So I am not interested in square fathoms, so let's just delete that one, and also not in the nautical mile. So you get the drift. Just make sure you have the units you want and delete the irrelevant units so users don't have to scroll back and forth through this huge list. So this was a brief video on setting your units for parcel editing. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.